Here we are at the table saw. This is set up with a cross-cut sled, specifically one that cuts miter joints. I'm going to need to know some of the information from my box design sheet. Specifically, I need to know the inside dimensions, the length and the width. And mine are 6 and 4.5. And you need to know that because the stop, it needs to be set to the inside dimension. So in this case, I'm going to cut the width first. I'm going to cut two sides at 4.5, and I set this up before I started the video. After I cut those two, I'm going to move that to the other length, which for my box is 6. I'm going to move the camera over here so you can see what I'm doing. I have some tape on here that labels which way you're going to flip the board. When you're on the left side, notice that that says dados up, which the dados will go up. And when you're on the other side cutting, you're going to put the dado down. Now this makes more sense when you watch somebody do it, so I'm going to make those first two cuts, and you're going to watch which side I'm cutting and what the end result is. Now I've moved the fence here, or the stop I should say, to 6 inches. There's 5, so the next one is 6. So I'm ready to make those next cuts. So notice that when I make the first cut, I flip it over so that dados are up, and I cut off a little piece here that ends up being a triangle, and that part I throw away in the scrap bin. Then I flip it over. So I end up with a little scrap piece after every cut. And that's why we added on 3 inches to the total length of our board, so we would have enough of that slop in order to have some cuts, or if we make a mistake. So dado's up. Notice my thumbs are always going behind the fence. It's very important for safety. There's my piece of slop. I'm going to throw it in the scrap bin, flip it over. My dados go down, over to the stop. Thumbs behind the fence, fingers holding the board down. There's my first 6-inch size, 6 inches on the inside, 7 on the out. So then I move this over a little bit, just enough to cut off that slop. Push it down just a little bit past, the dados are up. I hold it down tight, I push it through. I take that little extra slop and throw it in the scrap bin, flip it over so the dados are down. Thumbs behind the fence, hold it down tight. Make that cut. There is another piece, set it aside. Flip it over so the dados are up. Just move it over just past the blade. Make another cut. Take the extra piece, throw it in the scrap bin, flip it over, dados down, thumbs behind the fence, hold it down tight, and that's it. There's my 4 sides of my box.